A dark, silent universe. Not even the stars have been born yet. At the beginning of time, when the war between gods and titans shook the entire universe, there was one titan who was different from the others. His name was Prometheus, meaning the foresighted, and he could see what would happen in the future. But what he saw filled him with dread. He saw humanity living in darkness, in cold, like animals, without fire, without knowledge, without hope. He saw that Zeus would leave them this way. He saw that the gods would use humans as playthings. And he made a decision. He would break the greatest law of the gods. Prometheus's brother Epimetheus, the afterthought, was hasty and thoughtless. Zeus had given them a task: create creatures for the earth. Epimetheus eagerly set to work. He gave strength to lions, wings to eagles, scales to fish, venom to snakes, to every animal a gift, a weapon, an ability. But when it came time for humans, nothing remained. "No problem," said Epimetheus carelessly. "Let humans remain weak. That's what Zeus wanted anyway." That night, Prometheus thought long and hard. He looked at these naked, defenseless creatures he had created from clay. They were shivering from cold, afraid of darkness, fleeing from predators. And in that moment, he made his decision. The summit of Mount Olympus, the fortress of the gods. This place was forbidden to mortals. But Prometheus was a titan. He had those rights. At midnight, at the hour when even the stars slept, Prometheus slipped into Hephaestus' forge. The divine blacksmith was in deep sleep. The furnaces glowed red-hot. There it was, the eternal fire, the heart of Olympus, the divine flame that never went out, the source of the god's power. Prometheus's hand trembled. If he did this, there was no going back. Zeus's wrath was terrible, but he could hear the screams of humans in the darkness. He broke off a reed stalk. He touched its tip to the flame, and he ran. As he fled from Olympus, he heard a roar behind him. The gods were waking. They had noticed the fire was stolen, but Prometheus was fast, determined. He descended to Earth, to the first humans. "This is my gift to you," he said. "Fire, light, power, knowledge." When the first flames rose, humans watched in wonder. Darkness retreated. Cold fled. And that night, for the first time, there was something created by human hands. Zeus's fury tore through the heavens. An emergency meeting was called on Olympus. All the gods were there: Hera, Athena, Apollo, Ares, all silently staring at Zeus's throne. "Prometheus," said Zeus, his voice echoing like thunder. "Summon him." Prometheus came, head held high, eyes determined. "You stole the fire," said Zeus. "You violated the most sacred law. Why?" "Because humans shouldn't remain in darkness like you made them," said Prometheus. "They too can think, create, evolve." "You decide this?" Zeus leapt to his feet. Lightning danced at his fingertips. "I am the king of gods. Humans are our entertainment, our playthings. You gave them knowledge, power. What now? Will they rise against us?" "Perhaps," said Prometheus quietly, "but then they will have done something truly worth living for." A deep silence fell over Olympus. Zeus's punishment was terrible. Prometheus was taken to the Caucasus Mountains, the edge of the world, a wild, cold place where even the gods rarely went. Hephaestus was ordered, "Chain him to the rock." The divine blacksmith, hiding the tears in his eyes, bound Prometheus to the rock. Eternal chains, unbreakable shackles. "I'm sorry," whispered Hephaestus. "You're doing what you must," said Prometheus. "So did I." But the real punishment had not yet begun. Zeus summoned an eagle, a giant, terrible creature. Its beak was iron, its talons like swords. "Every day," said Zeus, "this eagle will come. It will eat your liver. And because you are a titan, your liver will grow back every night, forever. The same pain every day. Eternal torture." When the eagle came on the first day, Prometheus's screams shook the entire world. But below, on Earth, something was changing. Humans learned to forge iron with fire. They made weapons, built houses, founded cities. In the light of fire, they learned to read and write. Mathematics, philosophy, art. Every night they gathered around Prometheus's gift and told stories. Prometheus, they would say, the Titan who suffers for us, we will not forget. Centuries passed. Thousands of years later, a hero came, Heracles, son of Zeus. While completing one of his 12 labors, he passed through the Caucasus Mountains. He saw Prometheus, the chains, the wounds, the eternal suffering. "This is injustice," said Heracles. He drew his bow. As the eagle descended from the sky, Heracles shot it down. Then with his club he broke the chains. Prometheus was free. But the story doesn't end here. Zeus saw what his son had done. He could have been furious. But he wasn't. Because over thousands of years he had realized something. Humanity had truly grown. They had become rivals to the gods. Prometheus was right. "Go," Zeus told Prometheus. "But remember this. Fire both creates and destroys. It is your responsibility to teach humans this." Prometheus returned to Earth, to the side of humans, and he taught them one last thing. Fire gave you power, but with power comes responsibility. Use it carefully, or you will burn yourselves. Today, thousands of years later, we still use fire. Technology, energy, knowledge, everything is a different form of Prometheus's gift, and we still ask the same question. Are we using our power correctly? Prometheus's story is not just mythology, it is humanity's own story. Suffering for knowledge, paying the price for progress, and most importantly, the story of risking everything for freedom. So, what do you think? Was Prometheus a hero or did he make a mistake? Let's meet in the comments.